Hello, warriors. Hope you all are doing good and preparing well for the final battle. Welcome back to this channel, Inside Angle, and this series named The Final Battle. So, probably the last episode, I'm releasing this video as the last episode for you guys, the ones appearing for December 21. Last few pieces of advice or suggestions from my own experience. So, picking up from where I left in the last video, well, the 16 days of the exams are probably going to be, as I have been terming it, as the roller coaster ride. So just the way while sitting in the roller coaster, you might be very scared of probably falling down and all. But at the end of it, you'll certainly say that it was worth the probably it was worth the scare, the thrill that you went through. And the same is going to be the case in case of these 16 days of exam. It is going to be certainly thrilling and adventurous. But then at the end of these 16 days, you'll all say that it was worth it. So yes, I do compare it with a roller coaster ride, certainly, and why not? With the ups and downs being there all throughout those 16 days. But don't forget, even if there is a down, there's going to be an up. And after those 16 days, you'll certainly be proud and happy of yourself. Also, don't forget that line, के माना कि मुश्किल है सफर पर सोनो मुसाफिर तू रुका तो मंजिल आएगी ना फिर. Just have that faith and trust in yourself, like I said in the earlier video. Do not have that self-doubt. Try and do your best, because at the end of the day, these are just exams. Don't let them get into your head. Keep that mental calm and mental balance. So long as you are optimistic and self-confident, the success will certainly come on your way. Don't forget this. Having said that, now quickly coming to a few do's and don'ts that I would like to suggest you. So far as the do's part is concerned, not many of them, but then a few at least. So one is so care of your health utmost. I mean, be utmost careful so far as your health is concerned, so far as the food habits are concerned, so far as your sleeping habits are concerned during those 16 days. You cannot just afford to make any mistake during these 16 days. In fact, as regards sleep, do try and have proper sleep. Now, I'm not someone who would, insist you to have those 6 or 8 hours of sleep. Because I feel that is very person specific. There was one statement that one of my faculties back in Inter had said to the class, that if you are a person who is fine with even a sleep of just 4 hours, don't sleep for even 1 minute more than 4 hours. But if you are someone who needs a sleep of, for example, 7 hours a day, you certainly should sleep for 7 hours a day for the proper functioning of your body. But then what I would like to say is, in my case also, I had compromised a lot on my sleep, but then I used to try and compensate it the next day. So I used to try and balance it somehow. But know your appetite well. So know your risk-taking appetite well. Don't take too much of a risk by probably staying awake. And I mean, it could probably end up with you fainting in the exam. So it happened with me to an extent. I mean, I obviously did not faint, but what was happening is, I remember it was the SCMP exams and I had slept for just 2 hours the night before, because of which just half an hour before I was going to leave for the exam, I felt like I was fainting. I mean, not exactly, but I felt a little dizzy. Obviously, I had some, tang and all, and I tried and, come back to normal. But that half an hour was very horrifying, because I was very worried as to whether or not I will be even able to sit for the exams. So any which ways, long story short said, do try and take care of your sleeping habits during those 16 days. Even if you have to compromise sleep a little, you may, subject to you making sure that that will not have a negative impact on your exams. You know your capabilities well. I cannot give you a particular number as to whether you should sleep for 2 hours or 10 hours or 8 hours. That is totally upon you. But do try and make sure that you balance between sleep and that is the amount of sleep required, and the probably the number of hours that you have to put in. As in, if you have your course pending, then be very mindful, or rather make the correct choice as to whether should you sleep or whether should you study. That is something that is upon you. So health, food habits, sleep, that is something I would say is the do's to keep in mind. So far as the don'ts are concerned, I would say, so obviously one of the most important don'ts I would say is not discussing the paper after coming back from exam. Though I had said this to myself as well to an extent, हर exam के बाद थोड़ा बहुत discussion हो जाता था, but please make sure आप यहाँ तो डिस्कस ना करो, यहाँ तो यू जस्ट इवन इफ यू डिस्कसिंग इट शुड बी रेस्ट्रिक्टेड टू प्रोबेबली 1 मार्कर MCQ. अगर गलत हो भी गया तो खराब नहीं लगेगा. सो इफ यू डिस्कस प्रोबेबली 20 मार्कर क्वेश्चन एंड अगर वो भूल से भी आपका गलत हो गया, देन इन दैट केस इट विल हैव a very bad impact on your mental health, and probably it will remain at the back of your mind, and you might not be able to perform well in the next exam because you continuously have that running in the back of your mind. So try not to discuss the paper. घर पे आते ही तुरंत give the paper and give all the books of that particular subjects. For example, if it is FR के सारे books and FR का question paper, give it to your parents to hide it somewhere away from your eyesight, so that for the next 7 exams you don't look at FR, and similarly keep doing for each of the subjects. So do not discuss the paper. Again, do remember, given the fact that these are CA final exams perceived as one of the most difficult in this world, there certainly is a huge probability of there being tough papers asked in the exam, which also happened with us, specifically audit in July 21. So in that case, one thing that you have to tell yourself when you see the paper, and if you're not able to really recall the questions or recall answers to it, happened with me. The first 15 minutes when I saw the audit paper, I read the first question, I was not able to understand as to what I'm supposed to write in this. Then, so मैं ये करता था कि अगर first I used to start from the end, so I used to never read the first question पहले, last question से चालू करता था. Last question देखा नहीं आ रहा है, then I switched to the first question. Even that was not started randomly from any question. कुछ नहीं आ रहा है. Then what I did was कि जो भी question आ रहा था, even slightly I was trying to put a tick mark. So even if there are 5-6 questions जिस पे मेरे को tick mark दिख रहा है, I will have that self confidence कि चलो there is at least something that I will be able to attempt in this paper. So look at the brighter side of it. Look at the half glass that is going to be full. In your case, जो नहीं आता है, please do not take it into your head. Try and focus on whatever marks you will be able to attempt. So even if it is a tough paper, try not to get panicked, because if you're panicked, then जो आपका आता भी होगा, you'll not be able to write it well. So please make sure of that. Also, if conversely, if there is a easy paper that is being asked, so in that case, you have to make sure that you don't get too excited, because what happens is if there is an easy paper and you get too excited, there's two possibilities and both could happen simultaneously. One, out of the excitement, probably you write slow, or maybe, you make silly mistakes. So पेपर छूटने के चांसेस हो जाते हैं. Even though paper is easy, you might not be able to attempt those 100 marks. And second is you might end up committing very, very, very silly mistakes, because of which you might lose a lot many marks. And do remember that the easy papers are ones which come in the form of a lottery, and that is where you have to actually compensate marks for the tougher subjects where you might not be able to score as well. So do make sure if it's an easy paper, don't get too excited. Try to remain calm and try to attempt it as good as you can. And similarly, for the tougher paper, try to not get hyper or panicky. Try to remain calm, and don't worry. It's not just you who would have found it to be tough. Everyone around you must be finding it tough. So don't worry about that. And I think the next thing that I could say is, do not have that calculation of marks in your head. There are a lot many people who probably keep targets of subject-wise targets for themselves. For example, let's just say 80 in FR and 85 in SFM and 65 in law. Now what happens in this case is, अगर FR difficult निकला या फिर मान लो आपका FR छूट गया, in that case now you think you'll be able to get only 60. So at the back of your mind, a calculation keeps running. You are in -20. SFM भी अच्छा नहीं गया, you feel you are at -40. Now what happens is 3-4 एग्जाम्स के बाद, फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आई होप दिस माइट नॉट बी द केस, बट अगर 3-4 एग्जाम्स के बाद आपका -50 -60 हो गया, इन योर हेड, इट्स जस्ट, आई एम नॉट सेइंग द एक्चुअल स्कोर विल एक्चुअली बी दैट बैड. इट विल नॉट सर्टेनली बी. यू माइट एक्चुअली एंड अप गेटिंग मोर, बट वी बीइंग सीए स्टूडेंट्स हैव अ हैबिट ऑफ एस्टिमेटिंग कंजर्वेटिवली. सो इन दैट केस व्हाट विल हैपन इज, अगर आप बैक ऑफ द माइंड सोचते रहोगे यार ये पेपर छूट गया, ये पेपर खराब गया, देन इन दैट केस व्हाट विल हैपन इज यू विल स्पॉइल द रिमेनिंग पेपर्स आल्सो. सो प्लीज डोंट डू दैट. एक बार पेपर हो गया, रात गई बात गई, stop thinking about that. Don't discuss. Don't have that marks ka meter going on in your head. I think truly speaking, karam karo fal ki chinta mat karo, as in write the paper. Please don't think of those marks, at least until the last exam. Once the last exam is over, you can come up with all the estimates that you want to come with respect to each subject, but not until the last exam is done. Because if you keep estimating your marks, that might actually create a panic in your head, and will stick at the back of your mind and will not help you focus on the next exam. Last but not the least, I want to share a personal incident which could also happen with you all. So talking about external factors over here, in my case, what had happened is during the exam times, there's a bungalow just opposite my building which was probably being demolished, because of which there was a lot of noise that was there, and I was unable to concentrate while studying. Now, that was very difficult, but I really had no choice but to try and just put probably some kind of noise cancellation earbuds in my head, although that still did not help. I mean, it helped in cutting a little bit of noise, but there was still too much of noise. I had no choice but to get habituated with it and to accept it mentally. Now, what happened is one fine day there was an electricity cut at my home for like 6, 7 good hours, because of which I couldn't really study because it was very hot and I couldn't concentrate studying. That is when I actually realized that a problem seems to be big to you only until a bigger problem comes in front of you. What I'm trying to say is the noise seemed to be a very big problem, but then when there was an electricity cut, I felt the noise was better than the electricity cut. So, I mean, there'll certainly be a few things that will not be in your control, but don't worry about all that. And see, the thing is, you don't really have it in your hands. The choice, either, even if you crib, you cannot really do anything about it. So try and focus as much as you can. And in this endeavor, certainly, if you try and focus well, God will support you as well. That's all that I can say, because that has actually happened with me as well. And last but not the least, I think you guys prepare well for. You must have prepared well for your exam. Just do one thing. Just go through the format of the answer keys, both the MCQ one and the subjective one. I'll try and put the link of the format of the answer sheets over here, because if you don't go through the format of the answer sheets right now, you'll end up spending some time in your exams to actually figure out what details are to be mentioned where. So try and save that particular time at that point of time, because every minute counts when it comes to those 3 hours and 15 minutes. Instead, you can go through the formats right now. I'll probably put that in the description of this video. I think that's all that I had to share. And once again, all the very best to you all. And don't forget that safar खूबसूरत है मंजिल से ज़्यादा. Please remember that, and the success will be all yours. Enjoy these 16 days. All the very best for the final battle. To remember that you all are warriors and can do it. See you all after exams. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Please do share with all others as well. Thank you.